Is Call of Duty Black Ops 3 good or bad? Well, in the end, it is your choice. But, you know, I'm a Call of Duty nerd, so I have to fucking give you my opinion. So here we go. Is Call of Duty Black Ops 3 good or bad? Enjoy this video because it's been a long time in the work. We're going to start with why it's good. So one of the main reasons why this game is great is because of constant weapon balancing and all the patches and all the things they do. You know, the hotfixes happen on almost a daily basis, which is really great. You know, the developers haven't had the ability to do this before because of the fact that the games were running on different launchers and it was harder for them. They'd have to, if there was a gun that was OP, you could stick with that gun for a month or so. But let's say if there's a gun that's OP and the developers see something that's a little bit too high, they can change it quickly, which I think is a great ability. It helps the game stay more fair. Nobody's, you know, taking advantage of, like, not many people are taking advantage of some guns, but then you're probably saying, but what the fuck about the Kuda and the VMP? Well, remember, the Kuda and the VMP are pretty much the best guns in the game just because of the fact that the Kuda is friendly to all noobs, and the VMP is pretty much it's not too powerful of a gun, but a person that has skill can do a great job of making great use of this weapon. Just don't think that this weapon is too OP, because it's not. Believe me, it's not. There's a lot of different situations where the guns can put you at a bad situation. For example, let's take the MX Ran. The MX Ran does a lot of damage and it has a lot of range. It can two-shot kill from almost across any map. But you are put in a huge disadvantage if you run out of ammo. You could easily come from a huge advantage in a gunfight to a huge disadvantage, which in the end also balances that weapon out. The Marshals, there's plenty of guns. I mean, I'm mainly talking about the DLC guns because the main weapons are perfectly balanced, but the DLC weapons are what everyone talks about. So it's another good thing. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 runs on a single exe file. If you don't know what that is, it's every single Call of Duty game in the past always takes you into the menu, and the menu is multiplayer, zombies, or whatever mode that game had, campaign, and what you'd always have to do is load in. But the awesome thing is that Treyarch took the time and effort to make this game into a single exe, which means you can pretty much keep your party together and quickly switch from multiplayer to zombies if you feel like playing it. If you want to play campaign, no problem, switch right back to campaign. It's very effective. Now, even though it is something small, it is something that again makes the game great and can be very helpful in the future. And I hope Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer do this in the future, because this is a great feature that Treyarch brought in. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, but it's binary, but it's still one great feature that made the game great. And, you know, that's about it. Theater mode and stat loss prevention. Now, theater mode is a great feature that allows you to see a gameplay back. Let's say if you get a fucking awesome quad feed with a Locust sniper rifle and you want to see that again, theater mode gives you the ability to do that. But let's say if you hit a sick quad feed in Modern Warfare 3 or another game, if you don't have an Elgato, guess what, buddy? It's gone. Now, I'm all for this idea, and I hope that the future Call of Duties keep at this, but I guess we'll see. Stat loss prevention. Now, what this does is if you join a game mid-game, and let's say you're losing fucking 41-70 some shit, and you're not going to be able to come back at that point. Well, what this does is if you end up losing the game, it's not going to hurt you. The game's going to deny that so that your stats matter. Well, so that your stats don't get lost to the people that matter. I mean, I can give it two shits less, but, you know, I think it's still a great feature that hopefully future Call of Duties bring back to the people who actually care about their stats. Unlike me. Because, you know, I can give two shits less. I like to play this game for fun. Free run and the ability to not join back into games you didn't like. Now, free run is a great feature in this game, which helps a lot of players that are new to the game, relatively new, get good. Pretty much what it is it's a mode where it's obstacle courses and you have to master the movement system. There's wall running, jumping, and other different techniques involved that help you master this movement system, which I think is a great feature that this game, Advanced Warfare, should have brought, honestly. I feel like instead of fucking jumping around like a bunch of noobs, yeah, I know there was classic mode, but fuck, classic mode was always empty because everyone would always be playing the new modes. And I think it was a great thing, and I hope Black Ops 3 brings free run back. The ability to not join a game you didn't like. Let's say you run into a bunch of fucking tryharding Gorgons and you didn't like that match. Pretty much it brings it to the bottom of the list and you really don't have to play it again, which I think is a great feature. It's a great subtle feature that a lot of the future Call of Duty should play, because we obviously know fucking Activision's gonna keep this series going. It's making them a boatload of money, and you know, if you're making money, why cancel it, right? Weapon customization and specialist weapon balance. Now, one thing that's great is the fact that you can put 6, is not the fact that you just put 6 attachments on the gun, it's the way that there's attachment variants, which I think is really cool, and it helps to make your character look cool. Now, a lot of people think this is ridiculous, but I think this is a great feature. This helps you show what type of person you are, what do you like, what you don't like, and pretty much it's a great feature. Next thing is the specialist weapons balance. When I saw this at first, I was worried. I thought to myself, oh fuck, this is definitely going to ruin the game, but it definitely did not. Sharek found a perfect way to balance the weapons and not make them too OP compared to each other. For example, look at the Scythe now as to when the game launched. The Scythe had 200 ammo, now has 100. This is a great feature that helps the game stay balanced and not too overpowered for any specialist weapon, which I think is a great feature, and I hope Call of Duty keeps it in the future. So why is Call of Duty Black Ops 3 bad? First things first, campaign. Oh boy. Campaign in Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 had a connection. In Black Ops 1, you played as Mason, and pretty much just you played throughout the whole story. In Call of Duty Black Ops 2, you played as Mason's son, which I think was honestly really cool, and it kept the story going. But what the fuck happened in Black Ops 3? Like, it's like they completely ignored it. I mean, you had to learn with a new story. I had to make friends with fucking, I don't even remember the characters, and I really don't give a fuck. I think this is the one feature that held the game back a lot. A lot of people say the campaign is let down, and boy were they right. I played the whole campaign, and I was honestly completely disappointed when the campaign ended. And I expected something better out of Treyarch, but you know, it is what it is, and I hope next time they do a way better job. Lack of simple zombies. Now, I'm all in favor of making the map a little bit more complicated, or bringing, you know, different new things, additions to the game, but this year, Treyarch has taken it way, way too far. I mean, you literally have to go out of your way in every single map, except for the giant, to figure out intricate little Easter eggs, how to open fucking Pack-a-Punch, and little small details on how to play the map if you want to survive. Which I think is a feature that is very, very annoying. You have to go out of your way to watch hours of YouTube videos to learn how to do this little opening the pack and all this shit, and it's very, very annoying. Now, I mean, it makes sense that the game has obviously advanced from Black Ops to Black Ops 2 to Black Ops 3. And World at War, almost forgot the most important one. But in the end, it's a feature that has made this game go too far. And I feel like, I mean, if you're a player that's never played zombies, I don't see you getting into Shadows of Evil or Horizon Draka or Setsubo no Shima or Gorod Krobi in other maps. But, you know, it's something that's, you know, very, very subtle and should be changed. Now I know that there is the giant, but I mean, we're not looking for another map that's a remake. We're looking for a simple map. I always believe that the first map should be a simple map that everyone could get into and it's very fun. But in the end, you know, I feel like it's too late already. Treyarch fucked up, so hopefully Infinite Warfare fixes this problem of making zombies too complicated, which I'm pretty sure they will. Maybe they're gonna add Easter eggs in there, but it should be easier to survive. Supply drops. I bet you never saw this one coming. Now I can make fun of the Black Ops 3 supply drop system any day, but I think it's getting too far. Now let's say the gun I'm using right now, the MX Rand, is exclusive to supply drops, which I think is a horrible system. Now, I know a lot of people say that, you know, it could be a very good system, but in the end, all these weapons are locked behind that paywall. Now, let's say you obviously don't have the choice to pay for them, but look at the bad crypto key earn rates. You get almost fucking 1 crypto key a game, which is very, very horrible. I am a person who plays Team Deathmatch a lot, and the most I get in a game is 2, which means I have to fucking go out of my way and play a lot of games if I want to be getting a lot of crypto keys. Now, believe me, my luck with this shit has gotten better, but in the end, it's still a horrible feature that needs to be fixed. And, you know, I know they're a fucking time bomb, and they're eventually going to explode, but, you know, I feel like Activision has enough time to fix this broken-ass system, and I hope they do, because this game is going to fall because of it. And the fact that it doesn't have a marketplace like CSGO just makes it a lot worse. I mean, in Counter-Strike Global, if you want to get your weapons, let's say you can buy keys to get for cosmetic items only. So let's say if you want a rare knife and you get that knife, but what if you don't truly want it? You can trade it back. But Call of Duty has no system in this. This game is not going to be very relevant real soon. I'm pretty sure you won't give 2 shits about your DLC weapons and fucking when Infinite Warfare comes out. You know, it's a system that needs to completely be fixed. Completely. No, Black Ops 3 doesn't feel like a proper finale to the Black Ops series, but I guess, you know, at this point it's too late. I feel like they just made this game for brand recognition and name, because of the fact that this game pays no tribute. Now, it doesn't pay any tribute to Black Ops 1, which included the crossbow and the ballistic knife. Now, maybe a little bit of Black Ops 2 just because Arena is the next League play, but still, I feel like if you play Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3, you feel like this is going to have a proper ending, but Black Ops 3, I can't say the same. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I mean, this thing took a lot of work, but in the end, it was fucking definitely worth it. I hope you guys come back. If you guys do, please make sure to share me to your friends. The more subs, the merrier for all of us. Peace out.